Wow, it's the riot. Chris just blew my mind.
Well, are you sure that didn't at first sound like real enthusiasm, but like what are we talking about?
All right, Nikki, I just got a text from Chris, our Chris.
Yeah.
About Moonberry Twinkies.
Ooh, what is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, another possible food fight item.
Yeah.
Get him on that.
Moonberry Twinkies. He said he was in a hurry, so he couldn't grab them.
That's not good enough right there. He can be late.
It says they're smooth, sweet, and just a little bit fruity.
Is it a Halloween thing or just?
I don't think so. It's exclusively available. All right, hang on.
Well, while he finds that out, we do have a food fight in this Riot podcast for today. We try some items from Oklahoma City that Chris, one of our listeners there, sent us, including these milk chocolate. It's kind of like Pringles, milk chocolate potato chips. And then if you're familiar with something called Bugles, it's like a white chocolate corn twist version of that. And we try the Taco Bell Supreme sunflower seeds that he sent us too.
Come on. So it sounds like I got to get over to Walmart.
You also need to look for the Voodoo Mountain Dew, the mystery flavor, remember?
Oh, Nikki, I don't do that weird.
You have to do
voodoo stuff. I don't do any of that.
It's the mystery flavor that a lot of people have been sending us pictures of.
Okay, so was that also a Walmart thing or is that a Target thing?
I think it was Walmart, or if not, it's just grocery stores.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll look for that for upcoming Riot food fights. You can watch our food fight, too, anytime you want to. Make sure you're not only following us on Facebook at RadioU Riot, but on YouTube at RadioU Riot as well.
Other things in the podcast, feisty Diet Coke, kissing chickens, wall murals, Borderlands 3, Big Brother, things of that nature.
Controversy with Big Brother.
Yeah, a little chat maybe about Bee Simulator.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Thanks for taking time and listening to us. We appreciate it. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
A Rotten Tomatoes score so high, they refuse to make it public. The Riot on Radio U.
So
So you're ready for...
found this on the table.
It is a Diet Coke. What is it called? The feisty one?
Feisty Cherry.
But did you like it yesterday? Or
were you around for the discussion that Michael and I had?
All I heard you asking him why he brought it in, but I didn't see the results of it.
So, okay, Michael really liked the flavor, and it is good. But when you get done
it's a feisty cherry one.
Feisty Cherry Diet Coke. Do you know why it's feisty?
Is it spicy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that communicate to you with the word feisty?
I figure that must be what it is.
Must be?
Must be what it is.
Must be?
Because it's a feisty cherry. Feisty means spicy.
To me, feisty means there's a lot of cherry. Like it's fighting cherry
That's extra.
spirit.
That's not feisty.
All right. Well, apparently I don't spend enough time in the
feisty aisle
kitchen world.
Sure.
But yeah, I had no idea. There's chili pepper in it.
Yeah.
To make it have a little spice.
A little something?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Did you like it yesterday? Or because it seemed like he didn't like it, he said.
You know what? This early in the morning, I don't even care.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I was going to get some soda, and the lines were long, and I was like, whatever.
It's like, I don't care. I will drink whatever is in our break room. I do not care.
I forgot this was here, and then I was like, hey, might as well just go ahead and drink it, because,
I don't know if it's diet, but there's still some soda in the very back fridge, too.
Is there really?
There is. I think it's like root beer and maybe 7-Up or something, but...
Yeah, those don't have caffeine,
Pepsi?
so they're dead to me. There is coffee brewing, though.
That'll work.
And I got some feisty cherry. Woo! It wants to get feisty.
I just never feel good when on the break room you come in and there's a ton of one item.
Yeah.
And that means someone bought it thinking they would like it and did not like it. And now they're just giving it to us.
It did not go well. Yeah. Well, you know what? You're right. And there was a whole case of feisty cherry up there on the table. So yeah, I'm just going to have this one and we'll see where it goes from here. Okay.
So do you like the spiciness with it?
Kind of, yeah.
Not bad?
It's a little weird. I don't feel like you taste it when you're drinking it. I feel like you taste it
after
60 seconds later, and you're like, wait, why is my mouth like the tiniest little bit hot? Oh, I guess it's feisty.
Yeah, it's not hot, it's feisty.
Everything you love about the Riot, plus a handy-dandy fast-forward option. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Hear me out. It's a poster but it's wallpaper.
So is that something you want?
So it's
a big one, yeah.
Big.
You should totally do that in the basement.
That's what I've been thinking about, Nikki.
So it's like let's call it maybe a wall mural.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. So I just saw that somebody else, of course, I wouldn't do anything that would be this sports related, but they just put up a huge mural of, I think, Yankee Stadium on their wall. And I'm like, not that.
We love the execution, the idea of it, but just not the style.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
That's a great thing. You should totally do that.
Also, why are so many people, I'm just on this website looking at them, why do so many people want to put Marlon Brando on their wall?
Like Godfather stuff? Or?
Yes. Is it just, are those photos now in the public domain?
Could be. Maybe that's just making a statement. You have roommates.
Well, like, I'm the Godfather now?
Yeah, like I'm in charge of this entire apartment.
Or does it just mean that people over the age of 70 are the ones that are like, oh, we should put this on the wall?
Maybe a little bit of both.
So, okay. Because I don't know how. Oh, that one's disturbing.
Don't
Marlon Brando is the Godfather. Okay. Well, I'm just wondering. So if I got one, would you be willing to come over and help me put it up?
How do you hang it up? Like, do you just peel it and then stick it up? Or what do you do?
I don't know. But I'll tell you this. I never have hung wallpaper.
I don't think we could.
know how to do it. And the only memory I have of wallpaper is that my friend's dad, this is the same guy that yelled at him for flushing the toilet while he was in the shower. Actually, it might have been in that bathroom. He hung wallpaper.
Yeah.
Okay. Put in I don't know how many hours, whatever. And apparently during the night, all the wallpaper just rolled down off the walls. So in the morning, he got up and it was all on the...
All that work for nothing.
Yeah. And so I remember that being a big deal.
Rob, I don't think this is where you have to use the wallpaper paste. This just sticks on there. It's like a sticker.
Wow.
And you can do stickers.
I have a lot of experience with stickers, Nikki.
Well, I think you should look and maybe do that. That'd be nice.
In fact, from the various cars that I've owned to laptop cases to trapper keepers.
You know how to sticker.
Various folders. I am aware of how stickers work.
So do you have any idea of what you would do or no Godfather, but I wasn't sure what movie or what game you would do?
Here's a young Marlon Brando. Or how
just get out of the Marlon Brando section.
I'm just in the entertainment section.
Just get out of that section.
Audrey Hepburn. She's lovely. Rita Hayworth, also very lovely.
You're in the wrong area.
That's what I'm saying.
Wow. Not only are you already awake, but you're listening to The Riot? Your day is off to a pretty rough start. The Riot on RadioU.
Nikki, how many times have I told you?
You're pointing at me while you say that. What?
How many times have I told you, stop kissing the chickens?
Stop kissing the chickens?
How many times?
Have you ever or what?
Multiple times this year on this show, I can tell you that we have spread the good word of not kissing chickens to our audience.
You're right, because there was something going around, and it's more common than you think it is, at least as far as we would know, that it's a problem where people kiss chickens and then they get sick.
Yeah, it's a thing, man. The CDC, the Centers for Disease Control, they have had to twice this year, I believe, issue a little clarification guys, stop kissing chickens.
We meant it.
Well, guess what?
But what do they get if they do kiss chickens?
Salmonella.
That's it.
Salmonella is the kind of thing where you lay in bed and then you're like, I have to run to the bathroom right now.
I'll be back.
And then
hold my chicken.
You go back to laying in bed again, and you lay in bed and run back and forth to the bathroom. What happens on the way or while you're there?
We're not talking about that. We're not going to talk about that.
Probably nothing. You're just in there to check your reflection. I'm sure that's what it is. So they say that in the United States, as of this week, there have been 1,003 cases of salmonella that can be traced back to kissing and snuggling chickens.
Wasn't that because there was a short time with a small Instagram trend of taking a picture with chickens?
I believe that's true.
So there was kind of a reason for some of it. And then they said stop doing it, and then we thought everybody would actually stop.
So they're saying that a total of 175 Americans have had to be hospitalized. One of them has died.
Oh, really?
As
from
a
the
result
salmonella?
Of salmonella from the chickens.
And you got to go to the doctor and you got to be honest. You need to not hide that one. You need to say, this is what's going on. I was wrong. And please treat me right away the right way.
What's wrong with you? Like, well, I had a bad run at the chicken wing place. I'm sure I'm fine.
Something like that.
Whatever. And then eventually it's like, all right, I was kissing the chicken.
That's what you need to do.
All right, her name is Nadine, and I love her, and the eggs are better when I give her a smooch, okay?
It's just
real.
A good night kiss. It's all
it's
it
real.
is.
It's not weird. I mean, people kiss their dogs.
So they're telling people again to just remind her to stop?
So they are saying, one, to stop kissing them, and two, if you snuggle with them, wash your hands, okay? Everybody needs to get in there and give their hands a good wash, and you sing happy birthday to yourself 2 times while you're washing.
I don't want to learn more about this, so...
The chicken kissers?
I don't want to. Well, even the chicken cuddlers.
Hey, your neighbor's a chicken cuddler.
Well,
he's got chickens in the basement.
I just think it's weird, so...
Nikki, how can you as an animal lover say something like that?
No, the cuddling part. You're like, well, we can't kiss, but I can at least hug you. Like, it's just weird.
My dad says I'm not allowed to kiss you, but like...
I don't want to get salmonella.
Oh, we can totally hold hands. Like, here, I'll hold your wing.
I'll hold your wing.
I got to tell you, while I'm holding your wing, I keep thinking about how good it would taste. A little barbecue on it. Buffalo.
It's all wrong.
I think we should break up. And I want to take you to see a friend of mine. Don't worry. It'll be over soon.
It was bad enough the first time around, but now it's worse. Don't believe us? Just keep listening. You'll find out soon enough. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
Okay, Nikki. Here's what I want to know. You got cinnamon sugar pup tarts. They're on Instagram.
They are. They're my 2 puppies.
And,
even though they're getting bigger, they're not quite puppies anymore.
They'll still act like puppies for a while.
They will. Yeah,
which makes them totally grammable. And then what you do is you just chuck them and you get 2 new puppies.
No, but they're almost 4 months old. So they're getting big.
They're not inside pets anymore. They have to live outside.
That's not true.
So would you be able to handle if I just came in as a member of the board of the Centers for Disease Control and said, stop snuggling them?
Well, they don't have any diseases.
Nope. No. We're in a theoretical world right now because this little girl in this picture loves her chicken probably the same way you love your pup tarts. So if they said, like, all right, Nikki, you're going to be throwing up for days. Stop snuggling those dogs.
Well, I guess it just depends on, the animals, and some animals are more prone to salmonella.
Stop.
So
you're focused on the disease.
That.
You're focused on the disease. I want to get off the disease for a minute. I just want to get off. I want to take a look at our personal habits.
Yeah.
And I just want to know if somebody came in and said, Nikki, you've got to stop snuggling the dogs. No more kissing.
Uh-huh.
No more kissing the puppies.
No more hugs.
No, you can't hug them.
Sugar really likes to give hugs.
Would you be able to handle it?
Oh, I don't know.
It's for their own good. It's for your own good.
Wait, for my own good or for their own good?
It's for your own good.
Oh, I don't know.
So if it was for them, you'd stop. But for your good, you're like, I can handle
a small hug here or there every so often.
I can handle the fact that I can't keep anything down just for a good hug.
I mean, it's fine.
No big deal.
No problem.
I haven't had a meal that I've processed completely in months.
But we're good.
But it's fine.
No, because they're not, I just don't see a world where that happens.
No. You're saying it wrong.
I don't want to pretend with you.
I'm just telling you that, what about this little girl right here? Do you think her chicken sleeps in her bed? Chickens sleep laying down? Do they sit down?
No, don't they make a little nest or something? And they sleep in the chicken coop.
Yeah, but what do they have in there? Bunk beds?
Well, no, I think they have little straw things.
Okay, like
sleeping bags. I don't know.
What do they have?
I don't know what they do.
Chickens don't actually cozy up together in their nesting box for some shut-eye. Instead, they prefer to get their 40 wings perched high on a roost. So they sleep on a roost?
I don't want to learn more. I don't think we need to.
Okay. Well, I'm just saying. Oh my gosh, look at this. Here's a YouTube video of chickens sleeping.
Really? Oh, is it a long one? Is it supposed to make you go to sleep?
It's like 2 minutes, but I love the idea of here's 10 hours of chickens sleeping on repeat.
It's like, listen, it's the only thing that makes me go to sleep at night.
Whoa. It looks like, when you see a bunch of bats and they're about to eat you, that's what they look like.
It looks kind of weird.
Yeah, it's like they're all just on this wood thing sleeping.
Okay.
But standing up.
But standing up?
Yeah.
Oh, they're not just sitting down? They actually stand up and sleep?
Oh, now the farmer's kissing all the chickens.
Stop.
Close it out.
What did you click on?
Stop. So, all right. So what you're saying is that you judge people that own chickens, and you would, if you had to stop cuddling and kissing your pet, you couldn't do it.
No, but the fact that a chicken is more prone to salmonella because of how it is, because of what happens where it's at, then you're supposed to stop with that.
Yeah.
I haven't read about that, or there hasn't been any concerns about puppies with salmonella.
Nikki, stop making it about the disease. I'm observing the behavior.
The whole reason is because of that. If not, cuddle away.
Maybe the Riot would sound better if they spent less time improving their lives at their gym. That was sarcasm. It's the Riot on RadioU.
I want to say good morning to Madison. She says she's listening to the show live. And here's a direct quote. Good morning, Riot. I'm actually listening to you live, which is depressing for me.
Because that means she's up at hours, maybe not normally.
I don't know. It seems depressing to me, too.
Maybe just normally a Worst of Riot podcast listener, and you get to experience the whole thing.
She says, I'm so tired, but I have to help my roommate take her car to the mechanic because I broke her car a little.
Aw, well, that's nice of you to help fix it then.
Yeah, but it sounds like she's the one that did the breaking.
Well, let's not focus on that first part. Let's just see what we're doing about it.
I wonder what she did.
I don't know. Do you want to ask her?
I kind of do.
Okay, well, I don't think that's rude if we don't.
Madison, if you're listening, you can always message us back, or I'll message her and find out. She sent us some messages. Was it Saturday night? I don't remember. But she has been moved by, me talking about all the old movies I've been watching.
Yeah.
And she said she's going to watch the Poseidon Adventure.
Hey, you're starting a trend.
I know. And talk about, oh my gosh, what a great back-to-back night. I just find
Wish you could have seen his eye roll with that.
I just found out that Poseidon, the remake, is on Netflix.
Don't watch that.
I'm totally watching it.
Is that going to be your bad movie for the weekend?
It might be. Do you know what I watched last weekend? I didn't even tell you this. I watched Terminator Genesis.
You did?
Yes.
But that's not old enough to be a bad old movie.
You're right.
You got to go back older.
It was like 2014 or 15. It's pretty bad.
Well, yeah, there's lots of options for bad movies, but you're doing this old movie rewatching thing.
But I haven't been watching old bad ones. The Poseidon Adventure is not a bad movie.
For some, that goes hand in hand.
The Towering Inferno. So if it's old, it has to be bad.
It is bad. I mean, it just depends on the person you're asking.
That's true. Like, there's something to that. So I don't know. I'm not sure what my next old whatever movie is going to be. But Poseidon came out. Let's see. What year did that come out? Like, that was back early aughts, right?
I thought you said 2014, 13, 12?
No. That was Terminator Genesis.
That was Terminator Genesis?
Let's see. This Poseidon remake, 2006. I guess that's not quite old enough to be old. Like, it's old,
but not
it's not
bad.
Old.
You want to find an old movie. Obi's been getting into watching. Classic is not the right word. It comes to mind, but it's not.
I feel like with Poseidon Adventure and Towering Inferno, you can call them classics.
But then old things like, did you watch, was it Citizen Kane, or what else did you watch?
No, that's far too classy for me. Far too classy.
There was something else you watched that was older.
Casablanca.
That's it.
Yeah, I did watch it. That was great.
Yeah, I thought when you first started, like, that's what you were going to do. Classy old movies.
The other one that I'm sitting on, maybe this would be my next one. I still have never seen The Maltese Falcon. Everybody says that's really good.
That one falls in that category.
Maybe I could do that. But first, I want to see Poseidon.
On Netflix.
Yeah.
Great.
Nikki, you should applaud me. I'm not buying anything.
That actually is really good.
Look, it's economical. You're using the subscription you're already paying for.
But I have told you before, your time is worth money too, and I don't know if you're spending it wisely.
Nikki, could you say that again, but in a meeting with our superiors? Obadiah's time is worth a lot.
It's very important, and it's very valuable.
Then they're like, yeah, it's so valuable that he watches old movies.
Well, don't focus on that part, but his time is valuable, and it might be more valuable than Poseidon.
Yeah! You were one of the lucky few who missed the Riot when they were live. Yet here you are.
I also like to live dangerously.
This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
So we are just over a week away from Borderlands 3 hitting the Xbox, the PlayStation, and the PC.
Would you say people are actually excited, or
You know what? I feel like it depends on where you look, but in general, most of the video game playing people that I know that aren't playing Candy Crush are really excited about Borderlands hitting next week. I don't know why that I'm not. Maybe I'm just dead inside. I don't know. But
well, what's the one you're playing now?
Right now I'm playing Control.
Okay, maybe because you currently have a game, you're just not as interested. But once it comes out, maybe you change your mind.
Yeah, it's so good. Control is like I've been having a blast with it. So, but next week Borderlands 3, and you know that you're not a morning show host when you want to know what time the game unlocks. Because the answer is almost always midnight. And if Nikki and I are up at midnight on a weeknight, we're in huge trouble.
Something is wrong.
We are in huge trouble.
Well, can't you just schedule it to start downloading, and then you can either get up early or you can play it right when you're done with the day?
Well, Nikki, didn't you notice I said unlock? So when I say unlock, you've already preloaded. So you get a preload, then an unlock.
I gotcha. So you can preload anytime, and then it unlocks at midnight?
I think that it is. I think it might even be preloading now, but I don't quote me on that. You know, go to your local online retailer and see if I'm correct. But then it will unlock. So if you live on the West Coast, lucky, you get a 9 p.m. on September 12th. Unlock. But it's interesting, in the U.S. it unlocks at the same time in every time zone. So, and by that I don't mean, it's the same global time. So it's midnight on the East Coast, but it's 9 p.m. on the West Coast. So if you've got friends and you're waiting,
you guys can still all unlock it together. You
guys can all play at the same time. But otherwise, aside from that, in the United States, you'll have to go around and take a look. They're unlocking at midnight in every region. But North America gets a special exemption because blah, blah, blah. I don't know why.
All right. Well, that's something to look forward to.
So here's a text, Nikki. I think this is the number to text. I'm so excited about Borderlands.
Yes, you can be so excited about Borderlands.
So, you know what? Here's what's going to happen. Same thing that happened with Borderlands 2. I got sucked in because I got a birthday coming up.
You might fight it for a while, and eventually you're going to fall into it.
That's right. But not Joker. Borderlands, yes.
But not the Joker
Nikki.
Movie. He's not seeing it.
I won't stand strong against Borderlands, but I'm standing strong against the Joker. Nightbird.
I don't know why. Why are you so passionate about that?
Because, Nikki, sometimes you just have to draw a line. And if it's an arbitrary line, so be it.
You got to know when to hold them.
You got to know when to fold them. You don't count your money at the table, Nikki.
Right, that's true.
And that's all a metaphor for the box office.
In case you're wondering, yes, we do get complaints.
They have gone too far. This time, they are going to be held accountable.
You're listening to The Riot on RadioU.
Did you stick around? Were you ready to have your illusions shattered?
I can't wait to hear what it's about.
Okay, I just want to be clear, the source of this news story. It is coming from Newsweek. So for those of you that are like, man, Obadiah, you're always looking at stupid stuff on the internet. No, stupid stuff follows me on the internet. I went to a legitimate news source, and what do I get?
What'd you find?
This. Apparently, according to this article, and that cites quite a few people, fans of the TV show Big Brother are very upset.
About what?
Apparently, they're not being completely transparent about when they do the casting calls.
What do you mean?
Well, some people knew that they were going to be casting Big Brother all the way back in February.
Oh, so maybe they're going through the motions, but they already have people lined up?
So.
Oh, it's a lie.
Hang on. Here's where it gets really ugly. Apparently, there are some things going on Big Brother that they're not being completely truthful about. Apparently, it's not all a reality show.
No. Who thought that to begin with?
I am just
Are you shocked?
Flabbergasted.
You can't believe it, can you?
I thought that was a documentary.
Your trust in TV has been shattered.
I thought it was real. It's real to me.
So are they saying that they have people lined up ready to join the show, and then also not everything is as true during the show itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
So people's illusions are shattered. that the casting process is not, the competition. It's not whatever. Bottom line is there are people in the world that think that Big Brother is real.
Is that more shattering than the fact that Big Brother is not?
So 2 illusions are being shattered.
Oh, yeah, that's a good way to put it.
1, the illusion that Big Brother is real that apparently some people are hanging on to. And 2, my illusion that nobody in the world thought that Big Brother was real. So as you can see, we're both
shattered,
disillusioned about this world.
Everybody's shattered.
I didn't think there were people out there that, you also know, gosh, it's like you just want to sit down in this conversation like, all right, sit down. We have some things to talk about.
There's some other shows we can tell you about.
Are you familiar with World Wrestling Entertainment?
Oh, but people still, they believe what they want to believe.
Are you familiar with? Okay.
Do we want to bring up The Bachelor or The Bachelorette? That one's a hot one.
Are you familiar with that? Survivor?
Any of those?
Anything. What do you want to talk about? Like, it's real.
Sometimes it's better just to let people live in their own world with their own feelings towards their favorite show. Don't ruin it.
Hey, listen, it's fine. But, okay. When I sit down and watch TV, I immediately go at it knowing it's not real. Surely we know that, right?
I think most people have an understanding of it, but they might ignore that little feeling, that nudge in their spirit.
Okay.
They might just ignore that while they want to enjoy the show.
I could already judge you for watching Big Brother. That's something I'm really willing to do, but I'm holding back, okay? But just tell me that you go at it knowing, like, okay, this is not really real. It's being staged. It's being produced. But I sat down, and I'm going to name any names with people that were like, I got so disgusted at this reality show we were watching because I'm not going to get into this whole thing, but they were really exploiting the emotional states of the children that were on set. And
sure.
There was something about it that made me very mad, and they couldn't understand why I was so angry. And I was just like, look, I realize it's low rent, but I've produced a TV show. I know how this works. This is garbage. And let me tell you what's happening. They're like, oh, it's not like that. That's not the way this is. And I'm like, I can't stand it.
Just got to remove yourself from it.
I actually did. I was like, you know what, guys, just enjoy the show. I'm out. So I know I shattered. I
leave
ruined
it at that.
Your whole
just
life.
Enjoy the show, guys. And that's it.
Please know it's not real. For me. Just for me. Just as a personal favor to me.
Understand.
The Riot really wanted to do this live, but now they can play video games and eat rice cakes instead. This is the worst of the Riot podcast.
And I'll have the number 8. That's a party platter. It serves 12 people. I know what I'm about, son.
The Riot. Food fight.
Well, your good friends at the Riot are at it again.
Actually, this is with help from Chris from OKC from Oklahoma City.
Nikki.
He was kind enough to send us some items.
I always find myself in nearly complete and utter shock when anybody of what I would say, how do I want to put it, of any kind of professional acumen at all.
Job, they want
like a doctor or a lawyer.
All that stuff.
Or in this particular case, a police officer. He is a police officer in Oklahoma City Metro. And so Chris decided, he actually tells us the story that he basically accidentally found our radio station. He heard House of Heroes, and he's been listening ever since.
Oh, well, thank you for being kind enough to send us some of your local favorites to try for a Riot Food Fights.
Yes. So first up, we've got
Is Biggs local or is Biggs everywhere?
Well, it's...
Is it big everywhere? I guess it's big sunflower seeds. No?
Honest to goodness, Nikki.
No?
You're the best.
Oh, thank you. I mean, it was right there.
Yeah. Actually, I don't think that it's local. I think you can get this anywhere.
I'm not in on the sunflower seeds too much, but it's Taco Bell flavor, which is why he sent them to us.
Taco Bell Taco Supreme.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's nice. You know what? It's oniony. It's onions. He doesn't like onions.
And that fast, he's done.
You don't even want to try the actual sunflower seed?
No. No, I don't.
Sunflower seed's normal, but the outside has a really nice Taco Bell seasoning.
Nope. And he's done.
Okay, well, that was fast. Chris, it's really just because he hates onions.
8.
With the passion.
8.
Hey, this will make it better, though. It's got chocolate on it.
Oh, we got a little melty here.
If you just squeeze the side of the can, it kind of breaks it up.
Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, because I want to show you. These are the chocolate.
I'll take a bite of one end and I'll take a bite of the other. It's like Pringles, but imagine Pringles covered in chocolate.
It gets a little hot in the mail.
They melted all together.
It's a little hot in the mail.
So what is the name of this company?
Okay, so they are called, who put a pronunciation on here? Let me get it for you. Bedray.
Bedray? And there's twists. There's one that's a white fudge coated corn twist. It looks like a bugle, and it's covered in white chocolate. And then Obie's is like a Pringle, like a potato chip covered. Just eat from one side. It's fine.
Well, I'm trying to help you.
And his is covered in milk chocolate.
Guys, you got to see. This is what it happened
if
when
you
it
go
came
on Facebook,
out.
if you hop on RadioU Riot on Facebook, you can see there. It's literally all just melted together.
All right, so
you want to try the white one?
Yeah, the corn chip one.
White chocolate corn chip twist.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, that's really good.
That's actually really good. Yeah.
Oh.
I got a great idea.
What?
This is razor sharp. I'll see if I can cut the.
So these are in Oklahoma City, or at least they're well known there.
That's what he says.
Wow,
that's not working at all.
So it's a corn twist with white fudge coating.
I have made an unbelievable mess over here.
Just take a bite of the Pringle one. So that's a milk chocolate on a potato chip. Good?
Good luck with this.
Okay. How does it taste, though?
I don't even know.
You don't even know? I'll grab it. Thank you.
You know what?
Chris, that was so sweet of you to send these to us.
It's
too much?
It's too much.
What do you mean?
Well, you can't take a proper sized bite. Let me put it that way. Like, I couldn't get...
Still very good, but I actually think I like the white chocolate ones better. Those are good, though.
I actually think it's delicious. Like, oh boy. What a mess, guys. What a mess that I have made on my side of the desk.
Good job. That's a proper food fight right there.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to...
Put it all in there. So my suggestion would be, if you don't have this, is it Bedray company for the white chocolate corn?
Bedray, he said.
I think if you take just any bugle and dip it at home in white chocolate.
I want some more of that.
With the white chocolate one?
Yeah, these are good.
That would be a good way to make a dupe of this wherever you're at.
Dude, this stuff right here, I could eat that.
That could be bad. You could eat a lot of it and just not even stop.
And I don't even really, like a bugle, I don't like that.
No, but we put it in white chocolate. It's great.
Oh, that's good. All right. Well, thank you so much to Chris for keeping the streets of Oklahoma safe.
And for helping it keep it safe in the studio.
You are appreciated.
I gave during the last fundraiser, and all I got was this crappy morning show. This is The Riot on listener-supported RadioU.
Okay, so Nikki is the only Disney Plus member that I know right now.
I've heard from a few others. So basically, there was this deal going on that you could join the, D23 or whatever.
Yeah, that's the official Disney fan club.
And you could join a free version of the fan club and still get an invite. And so I still signed up for 3 years of Disney Plus for like a lower price than what you would get when it starts in November, which I think is still available.
So she's there.
I figured I'd pay for it anyways, I'm sure, so might as well just they want numbers right out the bat. So that's why they were signing people up ahead of time.
Okay, so here we have what's going to be launching on the service day of. And I'm really not trolling here.
Oh,
but
is it bad? Don't be bad.
Prepare to be underwhelmed.
All right, well, let's see.
So their big marquee things are they're doing the Star Wars TV show, The Mandalorian. So
which to me is a mandolin and a DeLorean together.
Sure. Then there's High School Musical, the series.
Oh, thank you.
It's actually, I think their concept is an interesting one. Did you see what it is? So the idea is that the school where High School Musical was filmed is an actual school where people go to school.
Oh, is it a reality show? Or
no, it's still scripted. But in the world of this scripted TV show, High School Musical was a movie in this world as well. And so they're all going to this school, but none of them have seen the movie. And they decide to put on the musical in the high school that...
Boy, it really flows when you explain it.
Yeah, okay. Forky asks a question.
Oh, Forky from Toy Story?
Yeah, they say there's a couple of short stories of that. Marvel's Hero Project, a documentary series focusing on young heroes and their communities.
Oh, well, that's a feel-good thing.
Encore, Kristen Bell leads it's a docu-series about former high school theater kids getting together for one more performance.
We're not really up on docu-series.
Okay. Lady and the Tramp.
The movie one, the trailer, where you were like, wow, is that in theaters? Like, nope, that's just there.
And Noelle.
That one looks cute.
We have Hallmark movies too, even though we're Disney. Okay, that's all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Then they have made it seem like every Disney movie that's ever been made will be available on this service. No, it looks like there's about 20 animated movies. So let's get some 101 Dalmatians, a Goofy movie, an extremely goofy movie.
Uh-oh, and I signed up for this.
Bambi.
Oh, I've never seen Bambi.
Fantasia.
Never seen that.
Big Hero 6.
That was good.
That was pretty good. Frozen.
Yeah.
No one has a copy of that. Fun and Fancy Free.
What's that?
I don't know. Hercules.
No.
Lady and the Tramp, the animated movie.
Nah.
Lilo and Stitch. Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, the Three Musketeers.
Is there any non-animated ones?
Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. You know what that is, Nikki?
Oh, that's the Scrooge one.
It's your grave, Ebenezer.
That one's actually a classic.
Moana, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, Steamboat Willie, The Little Mermaid, Song of the South. Just kidding on that one. The Prince and the Pauper, The Sorcerer's Apprentice, The Sword and the Stone, The Three Caballeros, Zootopia.
Anything else that's not animated?
Then there's High School Musical.
Okay, stop with the list.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
I want to be surprised.
Mary Poppins.
Just let me be surprised.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Remember the Titans. Parent Trap. Princess Diaries.
I still always love that movie.
The Rocketeer.
What's that one?
That's a great movie.
Is it?
Tron?
Oh, I slept through. Wait, the new one or the old one? Or the newest one, which is still old?
No, it's the old one.
Okay.
And guess what? Everybody's like, all the Marvel movies are going to be on it. Iron Man and Thor Dark World.
Perfect. Is that it? That's
it.
That's all they're saying now. There'll be more.
That's it. They'll add more eventually.
Sure.
That's it.
Gotta start somewhere.
Star Wars, they're doing like episodes 1 through 7. So there you go.
Great.
I'm just telling you.
That would be fine. Don't dump on it.
I'm not dumb, but Nikki, I'm giving you facts.
So that's the Disney Plus initial lineup on November 12th.
I probably shouldn't have read all of them. I could have done the highlights, but dang, it just...
You're like, thanks, Sophie, for literally reading the whole list.
I wanted you to get the whole list because I wanted you to know that I wasn't skipping anything. And in reality,
there's nothing better.
The lineup is that bad.
Using advanced technology, we've digitized and transcoded Obadiah and Nikki into a purely digital format. This is the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Okay, Nikki.
Yeah.
We talked about Borderlands 3 coming out next week, and a lot of people are excited about it. I'm excited about a game that's going to be out this week called River City Girls. I'm going to stream that. No, you...
What is it?
I know that you're like, that sounds problematic. When you
initially hear about it, it does. But what is it?
It's from the people that made the last Double Dragon game, and
that doesn't help.
It will when you see it. So it's like an old style beat 'em up. Think the Simpsons arcade game.
Yeah.
But it's about these two girls whose boyfriends get kidnapped, and they got to go back and fight the street toughs.
Okay, I remember hearing about this, but so I can Google River City Girls and it's okay?
Well, I think so.
Game? How about I put game with it?
There you go. That's probably a good choice.
River City Girls game. We watched this. Yeah, it looks really funny.
It looks great. Well, I got a code for it yesterday. I've downloaded it. I'm playing it, and we're going to stream it later this week. So there's that. But there's something else. Something that's just something the Riot's been interested in, but I don't know if everybody else is, into it. But it just got a release date and a pre-order spot.
Don't tell. Oh, finally.
Yep.
Years. We've been talking about this for years.
Yep. Bee Simulator.
Welcome to the world of playing a game, living as a bee.
Living your life as a bee.
And you're like, no one wants to play that game. You're wrong.
No,
we will play that game.
When you see it, I think it looks
fascinating. Can we please do a Riot Plays? Like, can we both play that together for like a Riot live event?
Well, I will tell you that we are planning on doing a Riot Live event, right?
Yeah, for Halloween.
Did you see when it comes out? October 22nd.
Oh my gosh! We could dress up as bees! Oh my god.
Okay, I'm going to let you dress up as a bee.
Please tell me you'll do that if I do it.
I don't want to dress up as a bee.
I am going to dress up as a bee.
But you could dress up as a bee and play this, and I'll just be there with you.
Weren't you going to dress up anyways? Why don't you be a beekeeper, and I'll be the bee?
I wanted to be a Mystery Science Theater person.
Oh, yeah, that is perfect for you.
That's what I want to do.
But we're playing Bee Simulator.
But you can play Bee Simulator and not dress up as a bee.
I guess. It seems like it's not as fun.
It sucks. I'm going to play River City Girls and not dress up as a River City girl.
I mean, really, it loses some of the fun with it.
That's fair.
Oh, my gosh, we totally have to do that.
We should. So, I mean, yes, it's more than a month out, but according to...
And it's a Bee Simulator game.
According to this... It's going to launch on October 22nd.
So basically, you're a character, you're a bee, and you can like go through the city and you try not to die.
I don't know what all you do. I just know I want to play it. I think the idea of like...
I can't wait.
Flying around as a bee, like when you look at the pictures of it and stuff, it just looks cool.
It does, but then on the other side, it looks stupid, but
why are you saying it doesn't look stupid?
You sure?
Okay, you know what? When at the end of the day, we can deconstruct anything to make it stupid.
That's true.
Like right now, I'm playing that game called Control. And you're like, oh yeah, Control. You're a girl that goes in a building and never leaves. Stupid. So I mean, like, you know.
Well, we need to plan for that. So at the end of October, we're going to do a Riot Live event where in the evening we host a special show and we will play Bee Simulator and we will dress up.
It looks awesome.
I'll be a bee. You can be your Mystery Science Theater guy. Yeah. And that'll be perfect.
Okay.
It's set up.
We just did all the work.
We did everything right there.
Somebody go ahead and write up the form.
And send it on out, but we'll be prepared.
Hey, so what do you think of Obadiah?
The truth is, he's not a very nice person.
Okay, well, what about Nikki?
The very best there is.
You're listening to The Riot on RadioU.
So there is now a statue in Forte dei Marmi. That's a city in Italy that I've mispronounced.
Oh, no, I think it sounds beautiful when you say it that way. Speak Italian again.
I'm
Marmi?
Sure. Well, how would you say it? M-A-R-M-I?
I'm not going to say
Marmi?
it. Because I don't think we can get it right.
I don't know. But there's this town in Italy, right? So what they've done is they have put up a statue of Iron Man to commemorate his death in Avengers Endgame.
Why? Is it a tourist thing? Or was he dead there like in the movie? I still haven't, seen it or... What's the connection?
I don't know. They want to honor Iron Man.
Yeah, but a lot of times that's where, because Iron Man came from this city, it has a tie-in.
I don't think there's a tie-in.
As far as you know?
So the plaque says it's the first monument dedicated to Iron Man, which is true.
Well, I guess maybe with tourism, you got to do what you got to do.
Okay. Tony Stark is a man who dedicates his life's fortunes to fight for the ideals he believes in. Which, just to be clear, I want you to know that fighting for the ideals you believe in, those are things that people you hate do. Okay, like there are whole political parties are based on groups of people that live their lives fighting for the ideals they believe in. So fighting for an ideal may not be something that you admire in someone. In fact, you may grow to strongly dislike them for the thing that they're celebrating.
But they do understand he's just a character, right? Reminding
us that we are all protagonists of our time. The future of humanity depends on our decisions. We must all be heroes.
And this is in Italy?
This is in Italy.
The first of its kind Iron Man statue in the town?
Not to get too deep on this, but this is something where I've really been thinking about it. And this actually makes a ton of sense. Because what's the problem that we're having in the United States? We've got all these statues put up, and everybody's like, well, I read my history book. And you know what that guy did? We got to pull a statue down.
Sure.
Now, I'm not commenting, whatever.
Maybe Marvel characters.
I don't have any statues, so
maybe
whatever.
Marvel characters are the only safe choices that you can do. We got a lot of empty statue space.
That's exactly what I was going to say, is that a fictional character, you could write them so they would be perfect. You don't have to ever worry about them having an indiscretion or a this or a that or the other. They almost always make the right decision. But when they don't, they make it right. And,
easily
all
forgiven.
This kind of stuff. Yeah,
sure.
There are all these things that we can do for fictional characters because we can create a fictional character that doesn't have any blemishes. Unfortunately, all the statues that we have are of people, and people are the worst. Real people are the worst.
They're not statue worthy.
Come and spend some time with me. I promise you, if you like me now, you're going to find things not to like. No. Let's be real.
Well, you're just disappointed when you find out someone's not perfect.
People aren't perfect. They're flesh and blood. And I'm not using this as a way to excuse historical terrible choices. Like I'm just saying that there is an underlying thing that where we are as a society, it makes way more sense for us to make statues to fake people than it does
I just wonder
to
if
real people.
That's how it is in Italy too.
Meaning,
like you could say that here, but have they had a resurgence of take down this or do that? Or I'm not sure if they have.
Don't know. Like I'd have to, you know what? We really need to investigate this firsthand.
We just need to go. I think they just want Marvel money, like as in tourism, which I don't know. Would that want me to go there or would I stop by the Tony Stark statue if I was in Italy?
I probably wouldn't.
Thanks for listening to the Worst of the Riot podcast.
Oh no, I missed it. Do it again.
You can hear us live every day on the RadioU network through the RadioU app or at riot.radiou.com.
Well, we can't kiss, but I can at least hug you.